play some Defect. Yeah, completely understandable, right? Chat gets it. And the Defect gets it. It being everything they want and more in Act 1 here. This is a juicy looking opening act. Maybe something like this. It'll start here with 250 gold. In other case, 3 Elites Act 1 looks very reasonable. I like 250 gold starts. And we need to take more random curses to get some of these curses mastered, so sure. Is Wild Frost as hard as everybody says it is? It's very punishing. That's how I would say it, Platinum Corgi. One slip up and you have to start over, and there's a lot of mechanics that aren't immediately obvious or well explained, which can definitely trip up your runs, learning those the hard way. It's definitely a challenging run. We took a few tries to get the hang of it, but after that we're able to start win streaking the final ending, no problem. How do I decide the pathing, says WeaponX21. Pathing is one of the most difficult things to do in Slay the Spire. Ultimately, every run only gets the same total number of floors. This is one of the greatest design choices the devs made, in my opinion, because it really puts a limit on the power-ups the player is able to get and forces you to be economical with every choice that is presented to you. But some nodes are more valuable than others, with the most valuable nodes being rest sites and elites. Rest sites are very valuable, especially at the beginning of the game, because you can upgrade a card, turning one of your cards into a more powerful version of itself. General rule, upgraded cards are better than unupgraded cards, almost unilaterally. Although some upgrades are better than others. Also, the fewer upgraded cards you have, the more impactful each upgrade is, because each time you upgrade a card, you can use that upgrade to get your best card upgraded. You want to upgrade cards that have the most impactful upgrades or that are the best overall. In Slay the Spire, you're only playing a subset of the cards in your hand each turn, usually. So it's better to upgrade the cards that are already good to make them even better than it is to try to improve towards some kind of average card quality. And for this reason, upgrades are worth less as you get more and more of them, in contrast to how card removes work in this game. Anyway, the other extremely valuable nodes are elite nodes. They are 1 relic plus approximately 30 gold plus a higher rarity card reward. If you can take on elites, they are far and above the best thing to fight in Slay the Spire, because that's accumulating pile of relics and money can really make a big difference in your run. But, of course, the elites are really dangerous, so you can't just stride into them and have it go well. They'll usually wipe the floor with you unless you're well prepared. And so Act 1 is usually a delicate balance of how many elites can you fight without dying miserably to those elites, in order to collect as many relics and as much money as possible for the later parts of the game. Also pretty reasonable in the early game are regular combats. You need these to get card rewards, and they do provide a trickle of gold. It's not much, but it definitely adds up. At the very beginning of the run, card rewards are some of the most important things, so you need to get new cards from your combats in order to get started. Events, comparatively, are not that valuable until your deck is already good. Events can offer quite a mixture of things, but usually in Act 1 it's often upgrades or card removes, or money in exchange for hit points or curses. So you usually take some immediate downside and get a relatively nebulous upside. The upsides that are offered by these events aren't valuable until you already have good cards. For example, if you're upgrading a card, this is only useful if you've got a good card to upgrade. Upgrading the starting deck really doesn't help you that much, so it's not much of a boon at all. Likewise, removing a card from the starting deck isn't impactful until you've already added some non-starter cards to the deck. So for this reason, events are really not that valuable at the very beginning of the run. I highly advise avoiding them until you get a basis for the deck builds, And then as your deck is more and more developed, events become more and more attractive. What percentage of events offer a card reward? Roughly 0%. That's not quite true. Events that offer a combat are going to give you a card reward, but none of those events can appear in a first floor event. You can get a transform, that's true. That's not quite a card reward. And in Act 1, you can get a card reward from the Dead Adventurer event and the 3 Mushrooms event, but both of those are difficult combats and can only appear on floor 7 and later. Match and Keep can give you cards, that's true. That is a way to get cards. Library is an event in Act 2, and of course, events have to be evaluated on a per-act basis. You should also have more of a developed deck by Act 2. So here at the very beginning of Act 1, it's impossible for these first few card rewards to give you a card, really. Outside of Transform and Match and Keep, and those are really a long shot. So if you want to get cards, which are required to beat the first few elites, I usually recommend at least 1 upgraded card and 1 potion to be able to make an elite manageable. A starting bonus can change that too. I'm going to be bold here and take a Pain Curse and 250 gold. Pain on defect, huh? Interesting. Well, that would be reason to take fewer combats. Maybe we don't take this elite. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, maybe we take one more event along the way now. So let's actually start with the 2 events. Let's start here, and then we can either choose 3rd event or combats, depending on what happens. Would be nice to get an early removal, perhaps. Or, if we're really lucky, we'll find, or maybe unlucky, we'll find Warp Tongs, and we can have 2 Pain Curses. But Defect Pain Mastery sounds pretty difficult unless we can get a Tungsten Rod. Let's see. I imagine we're playing 2 cards here. Defend, Strike. Take a little bit of damage. Yeah, and I was worried we might draw the Pain again. Dual Cast Strike kills with 2 more damage taken. Painful. Competitor early is decent. You don't really want card draw with the Pain, though. Yeah, bot shouldn't update correctly until we leave the first floor, I don't think. So, needs a little bit to get going. Now bot commands should be active and correct for the current run. Being on floor 2. No? The upcoming boss is the heart. Wait, did bot crash? Oh, I see what happened. Yes. Press any key to continue. Let's copy that. And restart our bot. That's what happened. Aha. Where's the any key? Here, let me post this to you. Not 100% sure what happened there. Good old Pain. Just 2 cards. Just 2 cards. Skim for the pain. How about an auto shields? Relatively dense block is definitely welcome. Easy peasy. Are we skipping Ironclad since all the Ironclad cards have been mastered? Not at least until we get the Champ Belt. We still have to master the final relic on Ironclad. And even beyond that, I don't think I will until all the curses have been mastered, which maybe never. We could spend a long time just trying to master the curses. Aha! Remove a card from your deck. Okay. I think we're going to do that. I don't think I want to try to keep Pain around on this defect run. It seems a little painful. Seems like we're going to have a very short run if I try to do that, essentially. Taking 1 damage every time I play a card with no healing and no real hope for duping it? I don't think so. I think we lose it here. And that allows me to take more combats now. I think Pain would be easiest on Ironclad. I think that's completely true. But you. Remember to play auto shields first. How many runs between second to last and the last card mastery? I'm hoping for 0. I want those to happen on the same run. But realistically, probably a dozen or more. First AoE card, definitely appreciated. We are fighting Slime Boss. All the more reason to take a Sweeping Beam here. Meanwhile, Auto Shields is actually a reason not to take Hologram or Loop. Sounds like a good reason to take Sweeping Beam here. Kind of a dinky area damage card, but it still is an area damage card, and one that can work pretty well when you're in a pinch. For example, this fight could have been our first hard pool fight here. This could have been 5 Slimes or 4 Gremlins, and that would be very nasty without some additional help. Jay-Sang, thanks for the 2 months in the Prime sub. Sick runs only today. I think we can do that. And to answer your question, I'd like to try to randomly get all the masteries that I can. I may, if we get to a situation where the only unmastered card is Necronomicurse, I may resort to using a seed to save us all, you know, potentially hundreds or thousands of hours of trying to dig for that randomly. But I think I can do everything else on random seeds. Log. All right, I'll take 4. I think we can still have some very wacky runs, even if there's no hope of a particular card getting mastered. Streamline, that's a good way to kill early elites. Does make me wish I'd taken that hologram. Turbo can also be pretty fun, especially with card draw cards already in the deck, actually. Turbo can be very powerful. That said, if I don't take the... If I don't take the Streamline, I'm worried we don't have enough damage to kill that elite. And I actually like the card draw cards for drawing back into Streamline, too. Let's take a Streamline. As much as I'd like a Turbo here. And we're going to upgrade Sweeping Beam or Streamline. Probably better to upgrade Sweeping Beam first. And we should be able to win this fight. We don't actually have to. We could spend cash at the shop and then fight an elite, but I think we can get away with all 3 here. All we have to do is beat the Gremlin Knob. Should be easy, right? Should be easy. That said, drawing Zap and Dual Cast turn 1 in this fight is actually ideal here. That is what we wanted to see, but I'm thinking we probably still take 32 damage. Concerning. I'd have to draw something like Streamline Dual Cast to get a kill here. Very unlikely. Just Dual Cast. Concerning. Draw pile is this. Could consider using the Dexterity Potion and defending 2 times. Save a little bit of health here, but it'll be better in this fight, the potion that is. Although we could buy 2 other potions. Very likely to get a potion here as well. Yeah, Streamline redraw to not take 1,000,000 damage, please. Didn't happen. Yeah, this is only 28 damage in hand. So let's just do some quick math. If we double defend, Gremlinob goes to 28, 33 damage. And we would block 14. 33 minus 14 is 19. So we only save 5 with the potion. That's not worth it. Okay. Just going to play 2 strikes, and we might as well play 1 defend to save 1. Yeah, we should be okay killing next turn. Although I could draw what? Defend, defend, strike. Just maybe advocating for dual cast here, but it causes too much additional damage. I'm not willing to do that when we have so few health to spare as it is. Okay, we do survive the Gremlinob. We do get a potion. And either Charge Battery or Claw with a Dexterity Potion. I think the Charge Battery is the better card here. Not that I'm a big fan of Claw in general. Like, it just doesn't... It doesn't do what you need it to do. Alright. We limp our way to the shop, but we're rich, so... we can afford some things here, like Potion Belt, like Runic Capacitor, like Glacier. Man, Runic Capacitor and Glacier, and a Focus Potion definitely make the Burning Elite no problem. I can easily do a 10 health Burning Elite if I go Glacier, Runic Capacitor, Focus Potion. We never died at this fight, no matter what it is. That's pretty cool. And it's really good for the long term as well. That would mean not buying the Potion Belt, though. Let's see, if I buy both the Potion Belt and the Capacitor, how much money do I have left? $98. So I can buy Glacier or the... well, I wouldn't buy the Focus Potion without the Glacier. We can buy both and the Glacier. Without the Focus Potion, though, I'm not sure we can actually defeat Lagavulin cleanly on 10 health. Or Strength Sentries could be a problem, too. Do I have stats on that? Not high enough, Tavqua. When we're looking at a class-specific relic that you only see a portion of the time, like, I have some data of my runs that have taken Runic Capacitor, but I wouldn't call it large enough to be representative. I do think this is a very, very good relic overall. A lot of potential, especially if you grab the orb-generating cards. So, okay, we're committed to Runic Capacitor Glacier here. I think that's definitely happening. So you're telling me that if I don't buy Potion Belt, what I can do is swap the Flex Pot for a Focus Pot and remove a Strike? I love Strike Remove. My favorite defect play ever. Sure. That's at least as good as 2 potion slots. Surely. Alright, all that to reliably get us through this elite fight. Do I want to go for the eyes for essentially 0 cost? It's actually kind of nice with Glacier. It's a good card overall. One of my favorites on defect? Sure. I'll purchase that as well. Okay, I'm feeling confident here. What do we got? Maw Bank right after we spent 400 gold? How fortuitously timed. Welcome. Welcome to the team. It's going to give us money every floor here. It's metallicized sentries. And I think I am going to focus potion here. Yeah, because 4 block per turn is not going to be enough, right? That's right. Okay, let's just use this. You're in for a compile of fun. Lightning Orb knows what's up. Oh dear. It's not quite enough. And we didn't draw either of the good blocks here, unfortunately. I was really hoping for a slightly smoother experience. Well, we can go to 3 health, or I can use the Dex Potion and we go to a little bit more than that. Yeah, the hallway after this is looking a little concerning. Honestly, I think with these draws, I'm just going to go to 3 health. Who's worried? Nobody's worried. We do need to kill one of them soon here. Might die next turn, actually. Let's go Zap Strike, actually. Oh, Lightning Orbs know what's up here. Come on, Glacier or Streamline. Perfect. Both of them. I'll take it. Excellent. Cool. Alright, well this is why we bought the Focus Potion. So that we were allowed to do this. And we get some health back immediately, which is very, very helpful for getting through this floor. Strawberry puts us to 10 HP instead of 3. Claw is back, but how about a Darkness with a Compiled River? Kind of hard to evoke that orb. But Compiled River says yes. Let's do it. Could also take Amplify with Mummy Hand, that's true. We have no powers at the moment, but we're heavily incentivized to add one. I think I'd rather take this Darkness. Okay, good. Maybe Dex Potion out of desperation here. Could make a difference next turn. We should be able to sleep here. Do I dare risk it against another potential Gremlinob? Questions, questions. Guess we could go this way. That says use this potion to me. Let's just make sure we don't die here. And we should probably dual cast. Okay, Auto Shield Streamline or Glacier. Could do Darkness Glacier. Try to draw back to the dual cast. We just Streamline. Do the damage now. Okay. That potion only did save us 2 health. Second Auto Shield, second Darkness, or second Streamline. Interesting. Add another copy of one of the cards we already have, if we want one. I don't know that we do. Although if I could upgrade both Darknesses, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, our rotating streak did perish last week at 11 wins, is what we had when it collapsed. Why you gotta be like this, Defect? Silent should be now at 1. Bot might have been a little confused, though, since it crashed at the end of the Silent run. Perhaps didn't get that recorded. No biggie either way. I also owe Lodestar 81 a dad joke for the crowd. Why doesn't Slime Boss hang around for very long at parties? He prefers to split. I don't think I'm taking any of these cards. I prefer to skip. So we're sleeping. Let me hand Running Capacitor Maw Bank. Feels like the sort of Defect run that wants to risk less now and kind of take it slow here. I really don't like our odds against Gremlin Knob, so taking another Elite doesn't really sound that appealing to me. Kill the script, delete the file named last_run, and restart it. Can do. Let's see. Boop. Boop. And boop. Okay. It has been done. Sometimes you have to nuke it and start again. We're gonna go this way. Gonna have a snooze. And we're gonna take 2 relatively mundane combats. This is where upgrading the sweeping beam will hopefully pay off. Although we are taking some immediate damage. That's completely normal and acceptable. This is definitely not the draw order we wanted, though. Unfortunate. 424 kills this one, then we take 10 more damage. Oof. Ow. There you are. That draw order can happen to anyone at any time. Spire is completely random when it comes to how the cards are shuffled at the beginning of each combat. And you can have some extremely unfortunate situations arise. That said, we're finding exactly what we're hoping to see here by taking non-elite combats that, even when they go badly, are not that bad. A self-repair will definitely help us limp through Act 2. Cool-Headed's also very good for filling up these orb slots with frost. But I think we should take the self-repair, especially with the mummified hand. And hopefully use it to heal 7 in this fight. Here we go. Good cards on top of the deck. That's how it's supposed to be done. Let's punch this one. Even better. Streamline only does 11. We have 4 energy this turn, so that's probably dual cast, strike, streamline, defend. Do we strike, streamline? Wait, I can't do all of that, actually. Excuse me. So maybe it's just strike, streamline, dual cast. Takes 7. That would guaranteed kill 2 of them. There's no way to get all 3. Even if I could control where the lightning went, I don't think I can get all 3. No, I can't. So taking guaranteed 2 should be fine. Unless you're telling me I can get 2 of them and play the defend if I dual cast first. Which definitely might be the case. Let's see, if we strike the front one twice, it dies. Middle one twice, it dies. Back one only needs 1 hit to perish. If either the front or the middle get hit, I can finish them with Streamline. So yes, I think we dual cast first. Unless there's a... what is there a one that makes it so that we die? Let me just double check that. I could be forced into taking 9 if we dual cast first. Theoretically, I should probably calculate the odds of success versus the odds of failure on that. In practice, I probably don't want to. No, we're weak, Atomica. Atomishia. Strike only does 4 damage, Streamline does 11 damage. Which is why I think taking the guaranteed 7 is looking pretty good to me. Yeah, that seems fine. And we get 7 back. Back to 13 here. Overclock, it is unmastered. We're at 90% potion chance. We did not find a potion there. Spooky. Not gonna lie, I don't like my odds here very much. It actually feels like if we want to beat Slime Boss, Tempest might be the right play here. Because we need a way to deal more damage to that fight, and I think we also need to rest before Slime Boss. Because we did not find a potion. The other option is maybe get Darkness. I also like Tempest as a way to push the Dark Orb to the front, wherever it might be. Let's grab this. What are my thoughts on potion chance resetting in between acts? Just like rare chance resetting, it's a little unfortunate for the player sometimes. For example, if this happens, you can get a little bit hecked by the RNG in that way, but I think it's probably for the best that it does that. Having no upgraded cards is, well, we got the one, right? The one that matters, the beam. I'd really like to be able to survive a Slime Crush so that we can Dark Orb. Alright, let's rest here. We just have to survive Slime Boss. Turn 1 Darkness is definitely helpful. We self-repair first. I think yes. Cool. We can Darkness, Glacier, Sweeping Beam. Let's do that. Prefer to Sweeping Beam versus Charge Battery. We don't know what we're drawing next turn. Tempest for 3 evokes the Lightning and puts 2 Lightning Orbs here and here. That's ideal, because then we can dual cast the Dark Orb. Wow. Correct draw order, apparently. In the one fight where it really matters quite a lot. We could cook the Dark Orb further by blocking this turn, or we can go for a split right now. I think we should probably let this thing cook. If we're willing to tank this hit, and we absolutely are because of the rest, then we can essentially set up a guaranteed kill. Let's do that. Let it cook. Shame about the defend, though. Doing 9 damage per turn. So you're going to 87. So we're allowed to play Sweeping Beam, and it won't split immediately. Let's beam. Beam, slime, charge battery. Get 5 more slime, but that shouldn't matter. Only drawing dual cast matters. Here we're splitting either way. A little unfortunate that we did not see the dual cast. But it can still do enormously powerful things for us here. Killing the front spike slime looks like it's what it's going to do here. When 2 enemies have the same health, the Dark Orb will target the frontmost enemies. So the gray slime gets hit by dual casts 2 times. These 3 lightning orbs from Tempest really putting in a lot of work this fight. Definitely glad we picked up that card. Let's go to 4 lightning orbs. That's even better. GG. Okay, we made it through Slime Boss, thanks to the rest. GG. Dark Orbs have targeting, that's right. The enemy a Dark Orb targets is not random. Let's see. The game never really points this out to you. It is revealed in the tooltip of the Dark Orb. The dark keyword here. Dark Orb. Increases damage every turn. When evoked, deal damage to the enemy with the least HP. You must gotta read the fine print in order to unlock the full power of the Dark Orb. But the fine print is indeed there. And what a choice. Seek versus Echo form. I guess Rainbow is pretty good too, in fact, with Runic Capacitor. That said, when you've got a self-repair, I think Echo form is amazing because we can duplicate the self-repair and heal twice as much per fight. That's good. How often do I find that I learn things about Spire? Learn new things about Spire these days. Once every other month or so. I feel like we're getting a slow, steady trickle still. The last thing I learned about Spire was that a map can roll 1 shop in the whole act. Previously, I'd thought that every act had to have at least 2 shops. That is not true. It is possible for an act to spawn with 1. I learned that because we found one. Can it roll 0? I don't think that's possible, but if 1 was possible, maybe 0 is also possible. I imagine it is... The shop prevalence is based on like something of a percentage of nodes on the map. So if the map has less nodes, overall, it can roll less shops. Take an Echo form. Oh. We're going to do Runic Pyramid things, huh? Well, now I wish I'd taken Turbo. But this is a great deck for Runic Pyramid. Runic Pyramid means we can't whiff the dual cast anymore. That's very important. It means we can line up the Echo form with the self-repair more easily. It means we can take better advantage of the mummified hand. A lot of good reasons to take a Runic Pyramid here. A lot of good reasons to take a Runic Pyramid here. I think Black Star, meanwhile, would be very challenging. We actually do not want to be taking elites in Act 2 for the aforementioned reasons. What we want to do is use self-repair to limp our way through the hallway combats of Act 2, and we will be limping. I want to make that clear. We're going to take lots of damage, even with Runic Pyramid, and we're planning on healing it back, and then getting lots of card rewards from those fights. That's the goal here. I'm So Cody, thanks for 17 months in the Prime sub. How often do people take Black Star? It's pretty good. A successful Black Star run, it feels amazing. Because what you do is you like throw 2 potions at the first elite that you bought at a shop. And you kill it. And then you get 2 really good relics. And you're like, oh man, I'm super strong now. And then you kill many more elites and everything is great. But in practice, sometimes you just get Juzu Bracelet Tiny Chest from the first elite. And then you die to the second elite. Or you die to the first elite and you get nothing. These are all possibilities. Fun possibilities. Don't have that much Maw Bank money yet, but I feel like we should probably cash in early here. Remove another strike card. I'd like to upgrade Self-Repair ASAP. Upgrade it from 7 to 10. That's more realistically upgrading from 14 to 20 healing per combat, accounting for Echo Form. That's good stuff. Yeah, hello and welcome. And like I said, we're going to be limping our way through the fights. That means taking a lot of damage a lot of the time. And then just healing back, hopefully some of it eventually. Alright, you're leaving to make room in my hands. Here's the Echo Form. Which randomly hits a strike. As we take 4 more here. 5 more or whatever, in order to be able to double our self-repair now. As well as make 2 cards in our hand free. Heck yeah. Go Darkness Zap. Yeah. If you play Streamline with Echo Form twice, it does become 0 cost. Fun fact. More Dark Orbs. And then we heal back most of the damage that we took there. It's finally time. That's an actually half-decent fusion. Fusion channels a Plasma Orb, which will give us energy every turn. This Runic Pyramid deck gets clogged with cards in hand. Currently, more energy would help us do stuff with that. We've even got X-cost cards and 3-cost cards. In addition to that, it'll make Compile Driver draw yet another card. So if we find another Compile Driver after this, we can do some very silly nonsense. Since we already have the extra orb slots required to make Compile Driver draw 4 cards. I like it. It's also, of course, an unmastered card, which all the more reason to pick it up here for our Mastery Challenge. Glad... Oh my goodness. Bottled Seek, anyone? Would anyone like to trade the Maw Bank for a Bottled Seek? Or failing that, we could also go Seek and Strange Spoon. Which is also kind of hype. Anything else that exhausts? Just Tempest, right? No, I think I want the Bottled Seek. Bottled Seek lets us either get Echo Form in play on turn 1 or play Fusion on turn 1. What is the Mastery Mechanic? The Mastery Mechanic is displayed on screen thanks to a mod that was created for the channel, but Mastery itself is a self-imposed challenge for the channel in Slay the Spire. Inspired by another game we play a lot of called Monster Train. In order to master a card in Slay the Spire, we have to defeat the Corrupt Heart on Ascension 20 with 2 copies of that card in the deck. All the cards started unmastered at the beginning of this year, and we've been playing runs of Slay the Spire, attempting to master all of the different cards, all 352 different possible cards in the game. by winning with 2 of each. Essentially just kind of forcing myself to do theme runs in Slay the Spire. It's been quite a fun time. Quite a fun time indeed. I'm gonna bottle that Seek. That's a good time. That's one of the strongest things you can have in Slay the Spire. That's probably a better first upgrade now. Good order. Yeah, you gotta buy the Seek first. Don't buy the Bottled Lightning before you click on the Seek there. That would be a sad time. Yeah, and with Pyramid, so we can retain one of the cards we're seeking for. Only one upgrade, though, huh? So we're really not getting Self-Repair upgraded if I choose to upgrade Seek first, and I really should upgrade Seek first. I also feel pretty good about this fight, so let's go this way. Yeah, perfect. Let's just seek Echo Form, I guess. Could also seek Darkness and then play Fusion, but no, let's just seek Echo Form. Alright, what do we think? Double Fusion, Double Tempest? Double Tempest is pretty strong. Double Streamline's okay. Next turn we're going to be attacked for pretty sizable damage. If I Double Fusion this turn, Double Tempest next turn, what does that look like damage-wise? We would have 5 energy. Oh, I'd also get 4 energy back after playing the Double Tempest. Yeah, we should Double Fusion now. Double Fusion, zap. And then this turn I click Tempest twice. So we channel 5 lightning twice. And we also get 4 energy back because in the process of that happening, 2 plasma orbs were evoked at 2 energy apiece. Let's see if we can get Self-Repair into our hand here. We could not. That's okay. Good fight otherwise. Gambler's Brew, very strong. Turbo, get in here. No questions asked. Turbo is welcome in this deck. Excellent card. And we can... There's the other Pain. Could have had double copies of Pain in a Runic Pyramid, if only. If only we'd thought to keep those around. We could have had... that. Does that mean I'm fighting another elite here? That sure feels like I'm fighting another elite. I think we do this now. Hey! Guess I'm seeking for auto shields and Glacier? How much is that block-wise? 11 plus 11, 22. That's 23. That's fine. This first. Looks like Sweeping Beam, Fusion maybe? I think that's enough damage that they'll be forced to heal. The Mystic will be next turn. Looks like it. Let's play this Fusion. Alright, we'd like to draw into Charge Battery, go for the eyes, or Turbo, ideally. Can't channel enough orbs to dual cast anything. I could Tempest for 4, but that's no good. Let's just go Defend, Compile Driver. Get Turbo. Turbo lets me put Echo Form in play, or I could do something else, but I think Echo Form is the best thing, because it's essentially 7 health here. Since we will be able to dupe the Self-Repair. Or we could have this happen. See, this is also a problem. don't know why this is happening to me, but I'm sure I deserve it. Like I said, we're going to be limping through these fights. Even the ones that seem like they should be easy are not that easy. Alright, Mr. Centurion Man. Now you choose not to attack. Of course, of course. I see how it is. Go turbo. Draw more cards. Darkness. And now we can finally evoke our Dark Orb here. Let's go double charge battery. Then Glacier. Push the Dark Orb to the front. Dual cast it to kill the Centurion. These out of my hands. With Pyramid, we ideally want to end our turn with 5 cards in hand so that we can draw 5 new cards, but also be retaining as much as possible. That was a fun fight. Technically, I think we gained some health off of it, so it's nice. I like Rebound and Steam Barrier with Runic Pyramid. Rebound to work with Sweeping Beam is particularly important, or with Dual Cast, actually. Yeah, we should take a Rebound. Rebound is card manipulation. Allows us to put an important card back on top for whatever purpose, and that can be really important. For example, we might seek Sweeping Beam Rebound, turn 1 against triple Slavers, if we encounter them here. We don't. We encounter Book of Stabbing, and I'm really happy to see the Book of Stabbing because I have a Thorns Potion. And therefore, I think this is the easiest elite we could have faced. David the Grey, thanks for the 6 months and the 2-month streak of support. Appreciate ya. Alright, Echo Form. What are you going to make free here? I could get a guaranteed free Glacier if I do something like Seek, Turbo, Go for the Eyes. Play Turbo, Strike, Defend, Echo Form. Echo Form would guaranteed make Glacier free. An interesting thought. Or I could just YOLO it and seek for something else. Let me retain the Go for the Eyes for a future turn as well, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Yeah, let's do that. Go for Turbo. Turbo, Defend, Strike, Echo Form. Free Glacier. Cool. What's this turn? Odd. Feels like a double charge battery, Go for the Eyes fusion. That should be a full block. Gives me a lot of energy next turn, too. Let's do that. What are we doubling? Tempest is probably our best duplication candidate. This turn, either double Darkness or double Sweeping Beam. Go double Beam. The card draw here. Want to rebound anything? Next turn looks like it's going to be a little dangerous here. Be 7/5 this turn. Oh no, we got the 24 again. Good, good. That's really good news. We would like to kill the Book of Stabbing by next turn. Next turn will be 7/6. We really can't afford to take that hit, so we have to kill in 2 turns. Double Tempest this turn is not unreasonable for 4. Channel 8 Lightning Orbs, get 2 energy back immediately. Anonymous, thanks for gifting Wolfie24 a sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club, Wolfie. Wolfie says, hello, longtime YouTube watcher. Now catch up with all the recent VODs. Got addicted to Against the Storm and Monster Train, thanks to the streams. You're heckin' welcome. I've been really enjoying both of those. We're going to be doing some more Monster Train later today, even. So, what's our winning line here? We have 100 damage to deal. 8 Lightning Orbs gets us most of the way there, actually, because we're going to do 12 plus 3 evoked Lightning Orbs, plus 18 at the end of the turn, plus 18 next turn also. That's pretty good. But is it enough? 6 lightning to put Dark in front. I don't see any way we could do 6 lightning. Also, I think we need 5 lightning. Puts the Dark in front. I also don't see a way to do 5 lightning. Playing any card before the Tempest, of course, uses the Echo form, so we won't be duplicating Tempest if we play any other card to lower our energy. We also don't get to choose how much energy we spend on Tempest. Double Zap Tempest for 3. Okay. That is a way to do it. That's a lot less Lightning Orbs. In order to... So here's the thing, though. If we evoke... Let's say we're evoking this Dark Orb twice for 18 by 2. Next turn. That's 18 or 12 additional damage in exchange for minus 3 Lightning Orbs. 3 Lightning Orbs does 24 damage. We'd rather just channel 8 Lightning than dual cast the Dark Orb. So it sounds like we want to channel 8 Lightning. Maybe we want to do it next turn, though. Double Tempest, that is. Wouldn't mind double Streamline Compile Driver, perhaps. We also do get more block this turn if we evoke these Frost, which is kind of important. We could go double Zap, and then I can dual cast for block. That's also kind of cool. Actually, this might also be a good turn to double the self-repair, because then we can hit 2 cards with Mummified Hand. And... we want to double the Tempest next turn. Let's do that. Okay, dual cast and rebound are discounted. That's pretty sweet. So we can do rebound, streamline, compile driver, for example. That was also better than blocking, right? Getting 14 healing. Does double rebound put rebound back on top? No. No, because you play... what happens is you play the real rebound. You gain 1 stack of rebound. Then Echo Form plays a duplicated copy of rebound. This rebound hits the Book of Stabbing, consumes the stack of rebound that you already have, and then evaporates because it's not a real card, so it can't go to the top of your deck. Then you gain 1 stack of rebound, so the original rebound is in your discard pile, and you have 1 stack of rebound, but you've played rebound 2 times. The reason double headbutt works is because the second phantom copy of headbutt is allowed to target the real copy of headbutt that's in the discard pile. But the second fake copy of rebound can't be affected by the first real one. Kind of weird. So we're gonna rebound the streamline? I think so. Let's just do that. What about defend? Let's play this. Might need to zap here. I should do some math. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to get 8 lightning orbs, which is going to be 2 evokes. That sounds like we're going to need more damage. Okay, do this. Would have been a really bad turn to draw the void. That would have ruined more or less everything. Alright, hopefully this is enough damage. Yeah, that's plenty of damage. Cool. Pretty happy with that. And I'm very happy with this relic, giving us 1 point of focus to make all of the 6 orbs we have significantly more impactful. And an upgraded, unmastered card that actually helps. Also insane. With the X-Cost card, too. Wow. Hello. Welcome. Alright, glad we took the elite. That was a high payoff. What else you got? Now we should upgrade self-repair. Fusion's also a really good upgrade. Although I think we need it less and less. Might as well fight another elite, right? We can handle it. We do want to take more fights. We've geared up to be able to take combats now. We want to look at more card rewards to find important powers. So let's keep taking combats. Even if they hurt us, we can heal 20 at the end of each combat. Especially if they hurt us. And boy, do they hurt us. Yeah, ow. Ow, indeed. More. How dare you? Again? Oh no. That's actually quite bad. Oh, shoot. We're supposed to draw block cards. This is not worth the gamblers, bro. Damn it. So if we get made vulnerable, this could be really bad. Double dang it. Block thingy sure would be good here. Good. Very good. Can double self-repair on a future turn. Right now, important things are happening. Okay. Here we go. Once again, how rude. What a stinker, man. Bye, Magic Fish. Thanks for the 9 months. Sub baby has been born. Another healthy baby sub. Alright, healing 20 sure is nice, though. Vision. Storm. Doom and Gloom. Echo Form loves Doom and Gloom. We also need better AoE damage to deal with Collector and the Elite we're about to walk into. So I really like this Doom and Gloom. Very much. Would I take a Thunder Strike in this deck? Probably not. No, probably not. I would take a Meteor Strike in this deck. Or a Calcum, very valuable. If we enter turn without block, gain 6 block. I think that's extremely helpful here. For example, allowing me to just play Echo Form without even giving a heck. Easy. I don't like that the bird is buffing here. Yeah, that's not great. $39 damage incoming. We are blocking for 26. $33. 38. All right. All right. I see your 39 damage, and I raise you 16 lightning orbs. Aha! Delicious. Do I want a claw? I do not want a claw. Get blapped. Get absolutely blapped. Hey! You're not allowed to do that. Thought we established this already. You are not allowed to do that on turn 1. You stinky gremlin. So what are we seeking here? Double energy glacier looking mighty fine. Actually, it doesn't even let me play all the cards. Double energy auto shields, I guess. Take 2. That seems very reasonable. Okay, yes, double energy auto shields. We play double energy first, then auto shields, defend, strike, Echo Form makes Doom and Gloom free, Doom and Gloom. Take 2. Oh, and the Lightning Orb even takes out the other one. Nice. I'll take 2 fusions, please. Hey. Bad gremlin. Rebound this. And just give me 3 lightning orbs. Beautiful fight. Score a tiny chest, which is not that much of a reward. However, we do get a Loop Plus, which is a much better reward. Welcome to the deck Loop Plus. Channeling the front orb 2 additional times at the beginning of each turn. I like it. Do I want to start taking a couple of events here? Feels like we've gotten most of the good stuff, but there's still plenty of really good card rewards we could find. So I think we do want to keep just taking combats here, guaranteeing looking at more cards. Better than the faint chance that we get the Colosseum event, which is always tempting and fun, but not that likely. I choose fights. Give me loop as well. This cultist has to die pretty quick here. Commence the looping. At all costs. Dang it. Strike, rebound. Well, that's what double self-repair is for. That would kill this nerd, though. I guess this is what the Fear Potion will work for. Yeah, that's fine. Caca indeed, friend. Caca indeed. Oh no. My self-repair. Not worth gambling for, though. We'll just heal it back in the next fight. Amplify. Our next power card is played twice. We cannot seek Amplify turn 1 because we don't have 4 energy yet. Maybe another Sweeping Beam with a plus on it is actually legit here. Let's take that. Need some more AoE damage for fights like this one. Actually, I'm pretty happy we took that. Continuing to seek Echo Form here. Let's go ahead and... let's do this. More energy next turn. I'll probably also want to do more damage this turn. This could hurt. Or I could channel 20 lightning orbs. Got him. That seems pretty effective. This is okay. We don't need any of these, though. Avocado returns! Hello, Avocado. Please stop harassing me. You're gonna hear from my lawyers. An exponential decay curve. Oh no, that means I'll never finish the challenge. Because in order to finish the challenge, I first have to master half the remaining cards. But then I have to master half of the cards that remain after that. Oh no. KO you. Weaken you, and let Orichalcum block for most of this. That's pretty good, actually. We don't have a Mega Aggro Parasite. That's nice. Perfect. 4 cards. That's a lot of cards, man. Okay, we made it back to full, and this is fundamentally the reason that I said we should go lots of combats rather than risking it on events here. More cards looked at means more important cards found. And here's a defrag in, notably, the last of the combats that we took this act. Welcome to Upgrade Town, defrag. Excellent. Very excellent. I'd like to be able to double Glacier next turn. Do I dare loop now? Yeah, let's loop now. Got plenty of other things to double here. Excellent, we can double the defrag. And then next turn we can double Glacier. And that will be a lot of block. That will be all the block, in fact. Correct. It's an additional 28 block. That means we're full blocking. This is going to get looped. Good. Make this free. Alright, just cash this in now. Not sure how much damage this is, but I'm pretty sure it's enough. Sure is. GG. Well, that was buttery smooth and really showcases the power, nonsensical power Defect can get up to with Pyramid and Seek especially. Putting these multiplying cards in play in the right order is extra valuable. If we want to dupe our powers even more effectively, we could consider picking up Amplify here. I think with Bottled Seek, it's got to be pretty good. Or we could consider Reboot as an unmastered rare card. Except Reboot's a bit iffy here. Shuffle all of our cards back into the discard pile. Or back into the draw pile is not ideal with Runic Pyramid. I think this Amplify is the more powerful card here overall. Get it more powerful. Aha. Give me that. I like the Dex Potion. Flex Potion seems like it could be kind of important for Reptomancer. And it's Nuclear Battery, Fusion Hammer, or Busted Crown. Interesting. Interesting. That seems like an awfully good Nuclear Battery, actually. Channel a Plasma at the start of each combat. It's kind of like an energy relic, but there's no downside to it. Except that the orb eventually gets evoked. But when it gets evoked, we get 2 more energy. So this can be even more energy than a regular energy relic. It lets me seek for Amplify Echo Form on turn 1 every time. All of these do, ultimately. But it also makes the Compulsiver a bit better. Let's take this. It's actually kind of difficult for us to evoke it, too. Already grabbed our Burning Elite. There is a maximum of 2 elites that we can fight this act, unfortunately. I guess we could maybe get a few upgrades. Amplify upgrade is pretty good. Okay, let's go this way. I guess I could take more combats if we want to, again, gaze at card rewards longingly. And actually, yeah, we do. For mastery reasons, sure. Let's keep taking lots of stuff. Unless I really want to... Tiny chest here. Guess that's a good reason to go 2 events, right? Alright, sure. Get exactly 4. This is a guaranteed treasure chest, then. That may or may not actually be a good thing, but... we'll see. We shall see. I think this is our turn 1 most of the time. Just amp the Echo form. Heck it. Then my first 2 cards, each subsequent turn, get doubled. That is a mighty strong thing. So, for example, now I can double... Here's what's really strong about 2 Echo forms. We can double energy, and then double Tempest. So we're now getting 56 lightning orbs, when previously we were getting like 20 or so. Also, hell yes to second Gambler's Brew. Second Compiled River, actually. Yes, second Compiled River. That thing can draw a lot of cards. Unmastered Curse. Seems bad with Pyramid. Right, that doesn't get duplicated, or it does, but it doesn't do anything more accurately. There we are. Aggregate's another pretty decent energy generating card, but I don't feel like we need it here. Definitely don't want too many such cards. Lose some stuff out of my hands here. This turn could be awkward. Could be, but wasn't. Beautiful. Have some lightning. Ooh, electrodynamics. Lightning orbs now hit all enemies. That is some powerful AoE. Good for Spear and Shield and Donu Deka, primarily. Although if I can channel 50 lightning orbs, doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I'm not actually sure this is helpful. It's definitely not helpful against Awaken 1. And my biggest problem with Electro is that it's a liability against Heart. Don't think we need it. Almost rather take a second Tempest or something. Although, it'd be good for here, I suppose, huh? Maybe I should have thought about the immediate impact. Cool. What about the 4 shapes fight? You failed to consider. What is this, like Glacier Compile? Glacier Compiler is okay here. Sure. Excellent. I like that worked out. Perfect. Ink Potion could be okay for Heart. Algorithm could gain in 6 per combat. This would be about 30 for the Heart fight. That's not bad. If I'm seeking Echo Form turn 1, yeah, it's actually fine with an upgrade on it. Sure. Even this late into the run, sure. Sure. With double bosses, definitely. It's funny. Do spikers have a fixed attack pattern? No, it's mostly random. Whether they buff spikes or attack. Relatively low chance of attacking. Transform a card. Strike. What are you? Secretly. You're secretly another Streamline. Okay. I accept this inevitability. Front 2. Let's go double loop. Double fusion. Do what you must, Giant Head. You fiend. We're already full blocking. Good. This is going to be one hell of a Tempest. So if I double dual cast, double Tempest, what do we got here? Yep. That's a kill. Chill Plus. I like it. I really like it. Frost Orbs. Yes, please. And we are technically allowed to take the ink bottle if we want to. Deck would definitely benefit from more card draw. The reason we can is because we know we're getting another treasure chest here. I think I'll take this. Pretty helpful. A little tempting to upgrade Amplify itself. Let's upgrade Fusion. Yeah, I was actually quite like the fact that we can retain Chill here. Next turn, this will be 5 Frost Orbs, presuming I don't kill any of the orbs this turn. And I'm just going to continue to seek Amplify Echo Form every turn 1. Because it's fun. Got him. That actually worked out pretty well. Alright, well, how about I double Chill? Channel 8 Frost Orbs. Probably want to double Doom and Gloom as well to kill all the nerds, probably. Seems likely that's a good play here. Alright, I'll wait on Luke then. Sayonara, Reptomancer. Want one more source of Frost Orbs with a Cool-Headed? I think it's relatively likely that we do. Heat Sinks are also kind of tempting with Mummified Hands. Could afford to upgrade them. We can even seek them on turn 1 if it matters. With this deck, I'm not actually entirely convinced. I think I'll take a Cool-Headed. Yeah, if we find a second Heat Sink, sure. Or a second Seek, rather, then the Heat Sinks is bonkers. But we have so little time for that to happen. We have 2 shops and very little else. Pretty unlikely, I think. I might upgrade Cool-Headed. I'm also thinking we should consider upgrading Amplify. Let's do that. Oh. Well, what do we want to master, I suppose? Is it thinking ahead? It might be thinking ahead. Zap! Oh yeah, we haven't done Zap yet, have we? We should probably do Zap then. That is a card that requires a duplication in order to master. I did say I would take a Meteor Strike. I'm probably going to. Could have been pain, just saying. Thinking ahead is harder than mastering Zap? I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. Let's do Zap. Need to get all the starter cards crossed off the list. Perfect. I think that's the next upgrade. Rude. Do I still amp Echo Form turn 1? I don't think so. I think we chill Compile, actually. Alright, seek Echo Form, go for the eyes. There we go. Glacier... Vent? We'll do like Turbo Doom and Gloom. That's the right play here. Take a little bit more. Just double the deep right normal like. Don't worry about Amplify. Still a few things we need to do. Double this, for example. Alright, now we can double fusion. Puts the Dark Orb in front. I like that. Sort of a waiting game now. Bonk. And then I guess we can do this right now, huh? Let's go Fusion, Double Energy, Tempest. GG. Time nerd. Next up is the Bird Nerds, where we're very grateful we did not add the electrodynamics. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of damage on turn 1 here so that we can duplicate the chill and go to 6 Frost Orbs immediately next turn. Along with double Doom and Gloom, I suppose. Double Loops also. Kind of appropriate, actually. Still have to take a bit of a hit here. We only get 24 block. Ouch. And then it's multi-attack in time. Oh boy. Everybody's favorite time. Multi-attack time. So we block for 50 plus 18. Which is basically a full block. Not quite. Let's do Turbo Zap Zap. Make some room in hand. Here we go. I want to play Meteor Strike. Not yet. No, not yet. You don't block all that well, huh? It's kind of concerning. I should probably avoid playing more powers in this phase. I am willing to use a Gambler's Brew to get through this fight, so we should consider that too. Although there's not a lot of use in the draw pile, that's the most concerning part here. Feels like we need to find a kill and fast. Which to me means maybe doubling Meteor Strike this turn. I don't know that we can kill this turn. We could double energy, go to 20 energy, and then Tempest for 40. 40 times 9. It's 360. Okay. Actually, that might be enough. Yeah, that might be enough. We don't actually get 40 evokes. We would get 40 minus 6 plus 2. So 36 times 9. It's 324. That is still enough. Okay, cool. But then we're taking 40 damage next turn, and I actually don't have a good block to that. That's even also a slight problem. Maybe we want to discard everything now? Like everything? Let's do it. That looks a little bit better. Let me just go double charge battery. Single defend? No, better to go this. Does feel like the Amplify upgrade got wasted a little bit. Only a little bit, though. Somebody say free Meteor Strike. Cool. Alright, this just needs to be in play for next turn. Shame that didn't get doubled, but that's okay. All is well. Looks like we're going to Act 4 here. No problemo. Deck plays a lot of cards. Dang. GG. On to Act 4. Two thump, two thump, two thump. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all this echo forming? I don't know. I don't quite feel like we have enough for the late game here. I'm a little concerned. Any good upgrades that stand out? Go for the Eyes upgrade. It's pretty important for hearts. Definitely could be important for heart. Turbo upgrade feels okay. We did get algorithm all the way up to 25. We could have 31 after the elites here. Definitely going to be a bit draw dependent. Although Bottled Seek makes that a bit less so. We can also rest, which gives us a card reward. And 8 hit points, and I think that's a reasonable choice. Although we might be able to recover all the health from self-repair. Yeah, I do think we're going to want that Go for the Eyes upgrade for the heart. Glacier upgrade for just a bit more block could also be really helpful. Actually, yeah, let's upgrade this. Souvenir seems pretty helpful. I can't do Souvenir Dex Potion, unfortunately. Basher of the Ages, thanks for 13 months, a lucky month. Heck yeah. Goodbye, Sender, though. I'm not going to do that. Alrighty then. Are we still doing amp echo form things, or have we moved on? What about single echo form things? Nin, thanks for the 3 months of support. Appreciate you keeping it cozy. Bottle Trying Charge Battery would definitely be helpful here. I think we just play this immediately. Could open with Amp Defrag. Curious. Don't love that. Now can I do Echo Form Glacier? That feels way more comfortable. Need that Glacier for next turn. What else you got? Ah, even better. A little tempting to not play Echo Form now, actually, but I think we should probably still do it. We need it for the self-repair, after all. And it made auto shields free? That's lovely. Okay. I'm very happy with that turn. Yeah, I'm very happy with that turn. Three, 4, 5. Perfect. Let's charge battery for next turn. Look, we only have single echo, not having not having electrodynamics hurts a bit now. Let's do this. Here we go. Oh, you have 99 block. Still a very good turn to dupe Tempest. Too good to ignore, I think. And then we have 12 energy left. And there's double energy, of course. That would have been very nice to draw. A little earlier. Still goes okay, I suppose. Can double self-repair and double loop here. And play a lot more besides. And the ink bottle will continue to draw for us, which is also appreciated. Just play this one time, I suppose. Close to KOing there, but not quite. Fortunately, we get the spear on this turn. Still 20. Back to 67. We get an incense burner, which will help a lot. And another defrag, which will also help a lot. Okay. We might have decent odds here, Twitch Jet. We also drew Echo Form turn 1, which helps a lot, in that I get to seek for something else now. Can seek amplify, defragment, echo form. Although it might be better to seek a guaranteed block, like Glacier or Genetic. We definitely need to get 2 echo forms down, so we're seeking amplify no matter what. I think the Gambler's Brew and the Clockwork Souvenir give us a bit more room to work with here. Let's do Amplify and Defrag. To play Zap. Amplify, double Defrag, double Echo Form. We do take a lot of Beat of Death, which hurts a bit. Everything else is good, though. This turn is spicy. And not the good kind. But we can dig through the deck pretty quick here, and we will survive this. I'm going to go double Charge Battery, double Chill. Oh, never mind. Double Genetic Algorithm, excuse me. Never mind. Easy peasy. Let's play Self-Repair and one other card. No, never mind. I want to double this. Okay, double Cool-Headed. Double Loop, double Cool-Headed? This is a pretty good turn to Gambler's Brew. Discard everything except Loop and Cool-Headed. Draw 8 cards. Seems exceedingly valuable, actually. We're looking for Glacier, Go for the Eyes, stuff like that. Let's gamble now. Maybe wanted to keep Rebound. There's the Go for the Eyes, that's good. Take a bit more Beat of Death to get more cards down. I want to end with Plasma in front, do I? Well, actually, next turn's probably the Tempest turn. What do we do? No Tempest, but we can double Meteor Strike. I think we prefer to single Meteor Strike. No, that would put a Dark Orb in. Or no, it's only 3, right? Yeah. We want a single Meteor Strike, so we have Frost in front next turn. So let's go double Defragment. Beat of Death, man. Double Regular Strike. Single Meteor Strike. Ew. Alright, here we go. So we double Glacier this turn, double Tempest next turn. That's what I'm seeing. But then what happens? Then I die because I have no Frost left. No, we double Tempest this turn. We're immune next turn. So now's our chance to do 200. Good talk. I didn't need to do that twice, huh? Yeah, that's more than enough damage. That's excessive, actually. Do I want to play this Glacier? Yeah, we can get away with it. I'm cooking this too. Okay. Another turn where the goal is deal a lot of damage. Double defend, double fusion. Dig through what's left here quickly. Keep this in front for now. Alright, we want a Frost Orb in front at the beginning of the next turn. Keep Cool-Headed in play as well. Probably want a double charge battery. Block Beat of Death and more. Let's go Zap. Pile. This is going to be useless, so don't even bother. Glad we didn't upgrade that. Okay, this next turn could be bad. Next multi-hit is going to be 6/15. We have relatively limited ability to deal with that. This turn's not too bad, thankfully. Beat of Death is also now 3, which is a slight issue. We might be able to kill it next turn. That's an interesting thought. I can do Cool-Headed, Zap, Dual Cast this orb this turn. How do I do all the required damage next turn, though? I don't really see an easy way to do it. Unless we can get it below 200 this turn and cook the Dark Orb next turn. That might work, actually. Because we have 2 Lightning Orbs that'll deal 10/2. I think we can make this work within the confines of the damage cap. And get a kill next turn. Let's just double check here. With 4 loops, this is gonna... Yeah, that'll be more than enough damage. Cool. There's no voids, right? There totally are voids. Okay, play the strike first. Let's just double check. 219, yes. You go to 199. Play this now. And streamline, just for good measure. 110 times 2 equals glorious victory. GG. GG, Twitch chat. The zap is mastered. Zap Master. Once again, the pyramid really putting in all the work here for us. GG. GG. Not too bad. Not too bad. Is Pyramid the best relic in the game? I think in my hands it probably is. It's certainly my favorite relic, personally. Allowing you to have such consistent turns, save the blocks for when they matter most, and so much more. Really, really helps. Bottled Seek actually might have had more to do with our victory, though. Being able to get that Echo Form amplified on turn 1 of all the major boss fights was a very, very big deal. Is there a list somewhere that shows the cards we've mastered and which we still have to get? Yes, the exclamation point master sheet. The mastery spreadsheet has the full list. Nate Fizzledog with 4 years and joining the illustrious list of channel cuties. Let's celebrate that incredible dedicated viewership with a horde of waffles in Twitch chat. Show them if you got them. Let me get you added right now, Nate. Thank you for spending so much time in the channel 4 heckin' years to accumulate that 500,000 channel points. Well done. Well done. With 2 G's, you got it. Welcome. And Deadbird Odor, thank you so much for 8 months and the Prime sub. Now what? Has it been done? The spire sleepeth, and so shall I. GG. Interesting. Most interesting. Did the script crash again? Yes, actually. I was just looking at that. Didn't capture the error, though. Yeah, I did. I did indeed give it a reboot there. Thank you. Well. Let's see here. I think that's an incredible couple of Spire runs that we had to start out our day. I would like to play a bit of Monster Train in the second half of stream here. So I think it's about time we switch on over to Heck. How would I change Thunderstrike to make it more broadly viable? Asks the Chungus. Well, Chungus, I think having Thunderstrike be lower cost would be a lot more reasonable. If it was maybe 1 cost, but still hit based on the number of lightning orbs, more akin to Blizzard. You could make it a bit less damage per lightning orb in that case. Really, one of the big issues with Thunderstrike is channeling any number of lightning orbs successfully and then paying the immense 3 cost to play the Thunderstrike in the first place. And that way it would still be kind of worth playing for damage, even if you've only channeled 2 or 3 lightning orbs. There is a Chungus among us. That's right. 2 costs to make it still work with Necronomicon. Yes, of course. I think it'd also be cool if Thunderstrike was something like deal damage and channel a lot of lightning, like maybe deal for 2 or 3 cost, deal some damage and channel 5 lightning. And Plaque Off. Why was the Defect's offspring so much like it? Because it's an emotion chip off the old block. In this run, we copied the Zap at the shop here to get a second Zap for our Zap Mastery. So, here's the plan, Twitch chat. I'm going to take a quick break. Spend a couple of minutes sorting myself out. When I return, we are going to play some Monster Train and go to heck. Late game wave clear is hard, KRA. Maybe the Monster Train runs will give you some ideas for how to tackle that problem. All right, everybody, back in a few. BRB.